Thank you for joining us. This is Trinity Squad Gaming, and we're your hosts, Jocelyn,
John,
and Dan. This is another Fly Loose Monday. Make sure if you want to see your list being flown, put your list in the comment section below the YouTube video, or become a patron and submit your list over there, and we will give you priority to fly your list.
I'm on the left, flying Vader Swarm, submitted by a Patreon. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, Guilherme. With Darth Vader at 37 points in the TIE Advance at PS9 with Swarm Leader, the TIE X1 title, Advanced Targeting Computer, and Engine Upgrade, and 3 Tempest Squadron pilots at 21 points in the TIE Advance at PS2 with the TIE X1 and Accuracy Correctors.
and he's fighting me on the right with Rebel Archwings at 100 points, submitted by patron James Young. With Nora Wexley at 38 points, Ped Skill 7 in the Arc 170 with Push a Limit, Tail Gunner, R2D2, and Alliance Overhaul. We got Thane Kyrell, 33 points, Ped Skill 4, also in the Arc 170 with Jyn Erso, R5P9, the Alliance Overhaul title, and Vector Thrusters. And lastly, we got Heftober, 29 points, Ped Skill 3 in the U-Wing with Jan Ors, Enhanced Scopes, Pivot Wing, and Anti-Pursuit Lasers.
Got a lot of interesting stuff on the Rebel side there. A lot of new upgrades. On the Empire side, all you have is Swarm Leader as your new upgrade.
Yeah. Swarm Leader.
Because I remember that when we first started, there was a list going around with Vader and 3 Tempests. Mm-hmm. Exact same list, except instead of Swarm Leader, it was Predator. Mm-hmm. So they just switched out one card for Swarm Leader, which I got super excited about.
Yeah, it seems really good because with the Accuracy Corrector advances, you're pretty much just going to evade and always get 2 hits.
Yeah.
Right.
So
exactly.
Just to let you guys know, what Swarm Leader does is you could have 2 other ships that has arc within the enemy that you're firing. So not within your range, but the range of your opponent that you're attacking. You could get rid of up to 2 evades to give your main person, in this case Darth Vader, an additional red die for each evade. Yeah. Up to 2. So.
Yeah. Seems real good.
Yeah. And then John, I mean, you have a whole lot of stuff to go through.
It's Nora's just basically Nora, nothing new there. Thane's got Jyn. Jyn's really interesting. Jyn is action.
It's like Moldy Crow almost.
Yeah, it's almost like Moldy Crow, but you can choose other ships.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Taking a little pause from looking at James's list. So right here, I'm using Storm Tactics. I'm going to go for Heftober, and since I'm measuring out my Tempest number 1 and number 3 onto this guy, number 3 and number 2, I'm getting rid of 2 evades and adding 2 extra red dice.
Yep.
So all in all, I have 6 red dice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At range 1, yes.
Yeah.
Seems good.
So you have, and then is that including add a crit?
That is including add a crit from Advanced Target.
So it's 2 from the TIE Advance plus 1
range 3.
Range 3.
Range
and
1, you mean?
Range 1.
Yeah.
And then
2 from the evades, and then that crit right there in the corner.
So this only loses to rolling blanks.
Oh.
Well, more or less.
I doubt it. I mean, it's still just TIE Advanced. If they're able to kite one of them, that's a really good roll.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not rolling blanks is key.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but you could say that about any list ever.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. But because you don't want to use your target lock, I mean, if you use your target lock, you get your modify, and then you get 5 dice instead of 6.
Yeah. All right, so all the shields gone off the U-Wing in one attack.
Yeah. Yep, seems good.
Then you've got the other TIE Advanced kind of lined them up in a row. John went really aggressive with the U-Wing right there just to try to get in there and do some bumping, but Jostle saw it coming.
Yeah.
Yep, and then you got the Arcs doing their thing, trying to get some damage on some ships, but 3 evade dice.
I actually like this Heftober a lot.
Yeah.
With the Janars for normally itself, because once you're in there, you really need those evades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The enhanced scopes are interesting. I don't know if they're absolutely necessary.
Because it allows you to move first. So you get you get the bumps, and then also Heftober, he benefits from it.
Yeah.
And you get an action for every bump.
I guess it's just because at Ped Skill 3 you're pretty low already.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
for the most part you're...
Well, also you want to be able to trigger the anti-pursuit lasers, so you just
that's fair.
I mean, you help out with bumping those academies, or in my case, Tempests.
Yeah. I mean, I really like this U-Wing. It it might just be because I haven't seen a lot of Ewing builds. Because
Mm-hmm.
that thing's really hard to build around.
It is.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do with it.
Yep.
I personally I tried going for like advanced sensors, not push the limit. With Janors and the thing where it's push the limit, but for like cards and stuff.
Oh, experiments.
Experiments.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty cool with Janors.
The only thing about the Ewing is that it's effectively a shuttle, right? It's
exactly.
It's the Rebel version of the Lambda, but there's no real crew that you want to have a dedicated ship for, in my opinion. Like
In Rebels,
Yeah.
in Rebels, there's no
Yeah.
dedicated crew that you need to have a ship for.
Yeah.
In Rebels, you have arcs, which there you go. Put your crew on the arc, you get value from it there.
Yeah.
You know,
but like for
K-Wing, put your crew
Yeah.
on the card, then you get value there. But you don't really need a whole ship to itself. I don't
for
think so.
support.
Yeah, you don't need a
Yeah.
support ship in Rebels because everything else is so just has everything you need on it.
Yeah.
But that being said, I mean, maybe there's just nothing out that's coming to mind, or
Yeah, maybe there's something in the woodworks.
Yeah,
it's-
Or in
yeah.
the works that
it's
I mean,
has
two-
something been maybe it just needs to be cracked, right? The build,
Yeah.
the best build for it needs to be cracked
Mhm.
because like on the Empire side, it's really easy.
It's
29
Palpatine.
points, just Palpatine.
It's just
Palp
Palpatine.
on
Every
a
time.
shuttle, that's it, and it's one of the best ships because they need that utility. Their ships aren't really designed for utility. Each ship alone isn't designed for utility.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have Heftober going down.
Yup.
I mean, with accuracy correctors, you're just dealing. Unless I roll a crit, it's always going to be 2 hits.
2 hits,
against,
exactly.
And you change your pivot wing, so.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was
went to
going
try
for,
to do the turnaround next turn.
Yeah.
That's another thing about.
The Ewing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
tough.
it telegraphs your moves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And also you have to be really like on top. Maybe with enhanced scopes, you'd want like an intel agent, just so you can guarantee that you know you're gonna be under them or bumping them, so you can then pivot wing.
Yeah.
Right? You want to like kind of guarantee that because if you don't know for sure, like in this case, John thought he was going to get some bumps off, but nope, just Jostle flew right by.
Yeah.
And so if he would have had intel agent, he would have known or something. Maybe you know what I mean.
But then with that case, then you need some sort of repositioning because you could intel agent, but once you put your dial down, you can't change your dial.
I don't disagree,
you know.
but you know if you need to if you have the opportunity to pivot wing or not.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair
Right, so it's just like a
It's
one
really
point.
just for the pivot wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's like okay, well, I did not expect him to do this. Now I can just stay in my normal in the flight mode, I guess it's called
Yeah.
Attack mode?
attack
Attack
mode,
mode,
and
I
then
think.
you just you
Oh
don't
yeah,
need
attack
to,
and landing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can keep your agility dice. So then the following turn, when you're gonna go past them, you can go and do the pivot wing and try to turn around.
Yeah.
I don't know, just some options. I always like options.
Yeah.
We got Jostle trying to thread some rocks here.
Yeah. Well, because I know against arcs and my positioning, I can't just joust. Because once I joust, I'm gonna go past them, and then John has his rear.
You
Right.
know?
And that's just bad for me. And then I was thinking about K turns, but stress advances are not good, and then you got your back guards.
Yep.
Yeah.
You really want to just move and evade.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I took the turn off to just fly away.
Try to create some traffic for John, but John just K turns behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On an arc. Who the hell does that? I don't, because I forced the rear arc.
Every time.
Yep.
There's no
what
there's
Thane's
no tail-
ability
yeah.
is when you take
No.
take a damage or you deal a damage.
No.
I forgot
No.
what its ability is. You
It-
get free
if-
actions.
When
An enemy ship.
when an enemy ship shoots a
Oh,
friendly
yeah.
ship in your
Your
arc,
arc.
do a free action.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, but then with your K turn, your stress, you can't do anything.
But
Yeah.
Nora's out of position anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So this turn it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I was trying to run away.
Yeah.
Or not run away, but like trying to get all my advances together and come back together as a team.
Right.
And then pick something out.
An invader
Yeah.
just running,
Yeah.
Vader trying to protect himself.
which isn't terrible.
He's like, follow me to the edge of the map, you guys.
They're like,
Go
no,
to-
we're gonna hang out over here by these rocks.
Go to the sun! Don't go through the asteroid fields! What do you say?
Alright, so now we're gonna get some shots. Nora's gonna take a range 3, it looks like, on number 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like just a... Oh, it landed there? It didn't bump?
No?
Oh, wow.
No, it did bump.
Oh, wait. Yeah. That's
That's
oh,
my
yeah,
target
that's
lock.
target
That's my
lock.
target lock.
Yeah.
Spent the lock for the reroll.
No, we spent the luck for a focus.
No,
Right?
that was a
Did you
reroll.
reroll?
I think that was a reroll.
You reroll.
Because he doesn't have the focus.
I don't have to focus his turn.
Sure. I was
You
surprised
target
you
lock
did that.
barrel roll. It looked like.
I mean, like, already being a ship down, it's already in your favor, right?
Fair enough.
So
Fair
the
enough.
more in your favor it is, the more I just have to get
Yeah.
lucky.
I mean, yeah, you took 2 shields off of him, and then 1 shield's up. So 4 shields, because
Well-
Vader took a shield off.
I don't know if you have to get lucky. I mean, yeah, you have to get lucky, but it doesn't mean you have to play
Yeah.
with the mindset of getting lucky. Like, there's still the opportunity of you outflying Jostle. There's still the opportunity that Jostle just, messes up and gets wrecked. Yes, getting lucky will definitely help, but, I mean, play conservatively, play to the win.
Yeah.
And I don't like hoping in a game, oh, I have to get lucky. I mean, sometimes that's the only hope, but I still don't like it.
Right, but with that turn on the target lock, it's like, save it for maybe a rainy day later.
Oh, no,
or-
just... no, I agree
Yeah.
with spending on the target
Yeah.
lock because you had no focus, so there was... Spending the lock on is a 50-50, and I would take that anytime because there's no downside to it here.
Yeah.
Because you're probably just going to do a green and push the limit again. Or maybe you didn't even push the limit, you just target locked and that was it. Because I don't see a stress token over there.
Yeah.
I believe I just locked.
Oh, so then then you can too hard focus target lock and be peachy. Vectored on Thane,
Thane.
but not on Nora.
Yeah, so Nora doesn't have reposition.
That hurts.
Oh.
That hurts for push the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to push the limit, focus target lock every time.
But
Pretty
they are
much.
they are
Yeah.
2 regen
Yeah, it's true.
arcs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as I'm taking damage, it's worth it. But if I'm not taking
Yeah.
damage, then it kind of feels like a waste, I guess.
Mm,
Yeah.
target lock focus number 1, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think
Target
that.
lock focus Vader. But Vader's just going to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because maybe he could have turned in, right?
Well, if I turned
Why
in,
would he
then
have turned in
yeah.
there? I would never have turned in there. Yeah, no, he's running. He's coming back for another
He's going
pass
for
here.
the sun, man.
Mm.
Yeah, next turn he can K-turn with all of
I
his
mean, with the ability
advance.
to arc dodge, turning in wouldn't be terrible. Because if you're shooting me and I'm not shooting you, then I'm just dying.
Yeah, but then,
Right, but if he miscalculates it and he's can't arc dodge you, then he just gets punished.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just better. It's right now Jostle can take the time off. He has the luxury of taking the time off and repositioning his whole swarm.
Mm.
So
And if I lose, 1 Tempest,
he's still up on points.
yeah.
Right.
And
I
up on
guess.
gun still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Alright.
And that's the thing I love about advanced accuracy, tie advanced accuracy correctors. All you do is evade, so
Mhm.
you're just it just
Right.
lives a
Can't
lot
take
longer.
you
yeah.
can't take damage ever.
Yeah.
it's super good. And with the swarm leader, just it adds the punch the list needs.
Oh yeah.
Because like I know back in the day, it was like you do your 2 attack dice and just they never hit.
Yeah.
I mean they always roll hits because of accuracy, but you just never do damage
Yeah.
except against like maybe a Falcon, and maybe
No Falcon back in the day. Fat Han.
well if you put
There's
3
no-
guns on it, then the last 3,
Okay. Yeah.
the last
yeah,
2 are definitely getting hits through,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, of course C3PO for 0 with the evade. That's 2 evades.
You get rid of 1 accuracy corrector.
Yeah,
You had
right.
R2D2 and C3PO.
So
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah, so
R2D2 just regens, but you
1,
still just
yeah.
take
You still
possibly
take
take
damage.
6.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6. 2 from Vader, or 2 from each of the Tempest, and he C3PO'd and all the stuff on Vader.
Well,
Yeah.
3 from Vader, because you're locked with Vader, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But, stays 0. Yeah, it's still just 2.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
that was
you're right
good.
about the Swarm Leader. Just adding, because it's so much more punch than the Predator
Mhm.
Yeah.
can ever do.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, taking the 4 shields off of Heftober in the beginning, and you rolling evades
Yep.
in that.
Rolled the
yeah.
evade and spent an evade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still took 4 off. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I mean, that's the reason why he's down right now.
Jostle did get a really good attack roll there, but
Yeah, man. No blanks.
No blanks.
2 straight.
Yeah.
Kind of putting pressure on Vader. That's, I guess.
I'm surprised you're not. I mean, yeah, you have Tail Gunner and everything.
So here's what I've
Would
learned
you-
about arcs. Never force the rear arcs.
Okay.
Just get it when you can. But if you're going out of your way to bring your rear arc on who you want to shoot, most of the time you're just going to be flying badly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, I mean, I could see a situation where, you
Right.
do the 4K and you're now running from them using your tail arc.
Yeah.
Then you kind of want to do it. But that's such a small, that's like I'm ahead, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make them chase me. I've
Yeah.
got R2-D2 to regen, and now I got tail gunner to blow them up. It's like,
Right, yeah.
but it's just such a small percentage of the time that you actually want to do that.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard for me to chase you because you're a higher pilot skill. Except for Vader. Vader
Except
can chase
for Vader.
you. Yeah.
Vader can chase whoever he
And
wants.
Nora is fairly easy to chase because she just, okay, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
2 slight,
Yeah.
that's what you're doing.
If it's not a ballerina Nora, then
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah.
All right, so putting some damage down. Uh-oh, crit
Oh.
gets through. Shaken pilot, so so
No
bump, you
straight?
take a damage?
No, no straights.
No straight.
No straights.
What's the other one? What's
The bump
straight
taking
damage?
damage. It was
Stun pilot.
Stun
Stun
pilot,
pilot.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Stun pilot.
All these crits with the name pilot on them. I always get confused.
Yeah.
All right, K-turn. Don't hate it.
Probably.
This one has to be a
hard.
hard turn, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking John's going for that one because he's the most damage. So I could take a turn off 2
Right.
and then come back into the battle.
Right.
And if he gets
Right.
a pot shot from that far, he gets a pot shot from that far. But I doubt.
Like, you're just easily too hard with Thane here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Nora just... I like the 2 slight last turn from Nora.
That or a 1 slight, I think,
Mm.
would have been better. But
Just cut me off in that
yeah,
rock.
exactly. It would have.
And you would have got 2 shots on the Tempest. The Tempest might actually just be dead this turn.
Yeah, if I did.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know. Oh well, mistakes.
And then you
Too hard,
right here.
obviously.
Which I
with
like.
Thing, because what else would I do here?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. I mean, this just means a dead Tempest.
Well,
Possibly. If he has to roll decent and you have to roll bad.
you have to roll absolute garbage because you have the one
Yeah.
like evade.
But then you get
Guaranteed.
three red.
I have.
It'd be 4 at range 1.
Yeah,
red.
fits range 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the easy range one.
Target lock, and then just focus here. If Vader comes in, then he has to arc dodge, which is not hard for Vader.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too hard. Barrel roll out of arc.
Yeah.
Good to go. Yeah.
It
Oh,
sucks,
Vader.
But whatever.
I miss Vader.
When was the last time you played Vader?
Competitively?
Yeah, competitively.
Because
Because you don't play anything other than competitively, except for when it's a fly loose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. The last time I flew Vader was
That long ago.
That long ago.
Oh, Sweet 16.
Mm.
When
What were you flying?
I was flying Vader Soontir Omega Leader because that was the very first
Oh.
list I flew on
Oh,
the
right.
Store
Store
Championship
Championship.
circuit, and I wanted to bookend it,
Oh.
and I lost.
So excuses
So
for
bad.
Well, that was
So
that was
bad.
literally the breakout tournament for the party bus.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
true. That's
Before
true.
any of the nationals, before the regionals, that was the tournament of the party
Yeah.
bus because 2 of them it won.
Yeah.
It got first place. So
Well, no, but I didn't fight a single party bus.
That and Scouts.
I played
well,
Burn.
Scouts. I mean, yes, but the party bus itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was introduced there in the Sweet 16
Mhm.
by David Gasbeck and
Sam Semino.
Sam Semino.
At least in our meta.
In our meta.
No,
yeah.
that was really the first time anyone. I had not seen a tournament report or a tournament
Yeah.
list with the party bus on it any time before that tournament.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And
So-
then we were keeping a close
And then
eye on
we brought
everything.
then a bunch of people brought it to
Regionals.
regionals like me in Portland,
Yeah.
and it kind of started spreading the word, and it was very good, very 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 strong
They
build.
should really have called it the Hella Party Bus just to be like, yes, Bay Area.
Well, that was before they had. Or yeah, I guess.
just be
they
like, oh
didn't
yes,
coin
Bay
Hella
Area
for
because
the
it's in the
thing.
name, Hella
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something.
hella part. Nah, just a party.
I know, Party Bus just sounds better.
Yeah.
So I guess Dane did have a range 1, but only rolled average.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then with an evade average, that's 2 evades.
So
So
sucks.
yeah, and right here I'm like, if you're gonna commit, I'm gonna try to go as far as possible, so the other 2 and Vader
Mhm.
has as much room to come in.
Yep. No, I don't. I love that positioning by you. I would have actually done a 2 slight there
Yeah,
because then you're threatening Thane if he does the 2 hard, and the number 3 can do the 2 hard, and also threaten Thane, and just get all and just basically turn Thane into the hunted. The hunter into the hunted.
Exactly.
Well, the reason why I did that is because he has a double arc. John could easily go that side, kind of not juke me, but like mind games. You know, he goes that way, and then I didn't want to overcommit to John.
I mean, but it looks like it's gonna be the too hard.
Yeah.
If you did a 2 slight with 2, it would be 3 possibly through a rock. You have the evade.
Yeah,
Right.
So you have really no threat there.
I got scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't.
Also, I mean, playing safe isn't the worst thing, especially when you're ahead, because then you cement the victory.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And it's looking like it's kind of tough for John to put any damage on any of your ships. So.
Right. Exactly. I mean, maybe if I can get 2 guns on a Tempest.
Yeah.
But then I'm shooting the Tempest and just dying to the other 2 Tempests and Vader.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which really sucks.
Yep.
And Vader.
Target lock, focus. Vader
Slight?
one slides right into either bump, which is fine for him, or just right there. Barrel rolls out of arc.
Right.
And then just focus up.
Oh. Yeah, barrel roll focus.
Seems good.
Ah, Vader.
And you can take the evade off at number 3.
If it's an arc, yeah.
Well, Nora definitely is an arc of number 3.
Right. But is number 3's arc no. Wait, what did you just say?
You can take the evade from number 3 with Swarm Leader.
Oh, yeah.
From number 3. No, not.
Well, if it's an arc. What I'm saying is if it's an
Yeah.
arc. Because fisheye.
Yeah.
Nora is an arc.
But then the thing is, I wanted to keep it for.
Because you're a skirt.
Yeah, I got squirt.
But that guy has full shields and it's range 2 rear arc. That's 2 dice.
Yeah.
But I guess Nora's rear arc.
Yeah,
and
Nora
he did move the target lock, so okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be double gunned on him, or just try to shoot number 1.
Right.
Which I think you just double gun on number 3.
Mm-hmm.
But number 3's full health, right?
Yeah, I know, but then it's better to have two shots on one ship as opposed to one shot on a almost dead ship with an evade and another shot with all your, shenanigans on another ship with an evade. You know?
It's actually not as much damage as you think it is.
Because they're both rear arcs. So
they're both rear arcs, so
two
it's minus a dice from each.
Yeah, exactly. So if you target one ship, I know, but it's -1, but still, it's 2 shots against one ship.
Yeah.
And then maybe I take off shields off of number 3.
Yeah.
I'd rather just try to go for the kill on number 1.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just 2 shields on that. I don't like that.
It doesn't feel good.
I mean, you went for number 1. I think.
Because then I'm also splitting my damage, right?
Yeah.
Well, who did Nora
Well,
shoot?
no,
Nora shot number
splitting
3
your
and did nothing?
Nora shot number 3 and did nothing, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. Probably.
So slight because he has damage engines, because the hearts would be red, he wants to evade.
Yep. Part 2, because why not? Oh, might be a rock. It's close.
And
Is it?
yeah, you saw that wiggle,
Ah.
wiggling, rocking and rolling.
That being said, Vader's in a pretty good location.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Number 2 is just going to come in from behind.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yep. Nora has to do something here.
Yeah. See, this is why I'm kind of glad that you didn't have any reposition. So I could telegraph my moves like this. I'm like, all right, I got my 2 Tempests going for Nora.
Right.
Yep.
That's
And I'm
obvious.
I'm stuck to 1s and 2 slights and straights.
Yes.
I mean, you could do the too hard and just
just
not
be
regen,
stressed.
but that doesn't feel good.
Not reach in and be stressed with no actions. Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reposition. I got my
What is that? A 1 straight?
No, it's a
2.
2 slight.
That looks like a 1
Nope.
slight.
Oh, it could have been 1 slight.
It's still too hard. Barrel roll. Kill
Yeah,
Nora.
it's still
Still too hard. Barrel
it's
roll.
still not enough.
Yeah.
I didn't like this changing the target lock on Vader. Only because 2 hard barrel roll.
Yeah, but I can use a target lock on defense.
Mm-hmm.
And Vader's the one I have to worry about.
Oh
for
yeah, I
damage.
totally forget. You could use it defensively. I
Yeah.
always use it for attacks. I'm like, what do you mean I could add a green dice?
You
And
add
Yeah.
roll more
focus,
blanks.
Yeah,
Oh no,
No,
it adds a focus.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It adds a focus, so I spend the focus for defense. Because otherwise I die.
Mm-hmm. So on the focus for hit crit.
I don't
Add
know
the
why
crit.
I'm not using my my evades.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Maybe because you were scared.
Spend the target lock.
No, I think I
spend the
forgot I
focus.
had Swarm Leader.
Two
No,
shields.
I'm pretty sure there was a reasoning on this turn. I just don't remember what it was.
So that wasn't scared. Oh, wait, no, I am. Because that's number...
That's number 2. Number 2 has no
2
shields.
and 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no shields.
So maybe you were scared. Because out the back arc is I can turn a
And
focus
also
into
Tail
a crit.
Gunner.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out to a crit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's
One
why.
less evade dice because Jostle cheats.
Yeah.
Because we forgot about Tail Gunner.
Well, I
Yeah,
had
what's
the
it?
evade. I just used it. Let's say that evade I rolled. Just
Yeah, sure. Still
two
you
blanks.
cheat.
Two
Still
blanks.
cheated. Still cheated. All right. So Thane can't roll a dice to get a flat surface. Spend the evade.
Good.
Takes a
Maybe
crit.
Takes crit.
Number 1 is out of here.
Finally.
All
It took me
right.
forever.
Not a flawless victory. Actually, John could pretty easily get back in this.
Oh,
He just
yeah,
has to
yeah.
outfly Vader, which is
Which is so hard with a
Yeah.
Nora that can't reposition.
PS9 Vader. Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, Tail Gunner into vectored thrusters, maybe? And then throw in a chopper just for fun,
Ooh.
because it's 0.
This right here was so bad. It
Oh,
was
damage
sensor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You can't push. I mean, you can push, but you gotta be lucky.
I have to get rid of the damage first, so I have to fix the
Mhm.
sensor array and then push off of that.
Yep.
Just feels bad.
Feels very bad.
And get
Yeah.
my focus.
One slight here.
So you absolutely know where I'm pretty much going now.
Well, if he did the one slight the other way, if you went one slight towards the top of the map,
Right.
at least it plays around number 2.
Right.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm probably going to go down the map just because Thane's there, right?
Yeah.
So
And it
I
also
most
makes
likely
Vader-
want to regroup.
Yeah, it also makes Vader have to reposition, because if you go towards the top of the map, then Vader just sort of does what he does. And
Yeah.
Not really, 'cause-
too hard barrel right here.
I almost like the one slight there because I think the turn is too sharp for Vader to make the barrel roll.
I was playing around the Vader doing the 4K. Because he's already locked. Doesn't matter. He gets his crit. He can Swarm Leader for the extra dice. He
Damn,
doesn't-
Jocelyn, just pushing your ships with that better arc.
Yeah,
With
man.
your forearm. I see all that. I saw that. I watched you.
Dude,
I'm
Vader
watching
needs
you.
his space.
So bad. But yeah, actually, now he does have to.
Yeah, just
Oh, he has arc. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
made
too
it.
hard is just real good.
and then
Yeah.
you could force the rear.
Force the rear arc if you don't just die
Yeah.
here.
Well, I got lucky because he didn't. He rolled his.
Sensor
There
array
is
and
a
couldn't
slam.
fix it.
So I'm like, all right, no threat.
Yep, absolutely
go
no
here.
threat. I'm just sitting there.
And
Mhm.
hello.
This is scurry.
So he spent all the evade tokens.
Oh.
At a
Looks
crit.
good.
Yeah,
So
rolling 3 crits.
One evade dice.
Rolling
He
3
has to roll
crits
the
and
evade.
then adding a crit, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Has to roll the evade. Does
Nope.
not roll the evade. That's a dead Nora.
Yep.
One
Brutal.
blank though. See, I'm telling you, blanks. This. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, yeah.
But then rolling 5 hits.
That's every
Yeah.
that's every list. Of course, you lose the blanks on every list.
Mhm.
I know, but then I'm so used to having Palpatine and be like, oh, I rolled 1 blank. That's a crit.
Yeah.
So that's why you win games, because you're only used to rolling 1 blank at a time. What the hell is that?
Exactly.
Jeez. So that was...
Average, man. Average. That roll was like obviously just stupid, insane.
Mhm.
I apologize for everyone out there that's witnessing. It's just not fair.
It happens. It's a dice game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, but then 3 crits.
3 crits, add a crit.
So,
Yeah, 3 crits.
Yeah,
every crit.
I
Well,
guess.
1 crit is guaranteed, but rolling 3 crits, the probability of that.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's Thane versus the world.
Well, almost the world.
Almost the world. But
Depending
now
on what you do.
now Thane's just an arc.
Yeah, and you
with
also
no ability.
you have
Which
your,
also sucks.
your Jin is
Yeah, you need to be stacking those focus tokens, but you just kept spending them.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is me hoping to get through the rock so I can get a shot, but
Yeah,
not
but-
quite far enough.
1 slight behind the rock.
I'm an aggressive player.
you greedy, man. You greedy.
No, that was just greed. That wasn't a that was just greed. I agree with Jostle for once.
What? You guys hear it first. You guys heard it here.
It's only taken nearly 100 videos
Yeah.
for me to agree with
Dude,
Jostle.
is this our 100th video and you finally agreed with me?
Maybe we can. Maybe I don't know. I actually don't know if it is our 100th video or not.
Well, we'll know by the time you release.
You guys will know who are watching this video.
And you can tell us.
Yes, please do.
Or we can just count out how many videos after we finish commentating this.
Too much work.
All right, John, go ahead and count.
1, 2.
Oh, look, Vader's arc.
Wait, why did you check for arc right now?
Because I finished my...
You didn't actions.
Yeah, I target locked and I boost.
Yeah,
Ah, got it.
he did
See,
actions.
I'm paying attention to counting from 1 to 100.
And I
Target
gave
lock
him-
boosts, no mods, but you steal the focus from the guy in front.
No, I steal the evade to edit. dice.
Yeah, sorry. You steal the token, the evade token from number 2.
Right.
Oh,
Two
look,
crits,
more
3
crits.
crits.
3 crits.
He's gonna roll the evade.
I'm using my all crit
Does
dice.
not roll the evade, so shield crit.
Yeah.
Starting to look pretty dicey for
Stun
a thing.
pilot. That's the one with the bump taking damage. Stun pilot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. And
And
advance.
accuracy cracker.
Accuracy cracker for 2.
Yep. Seems good.
And 1 evade dice. No evades.
Nothing.
Takes it.
Mm.
Down to
3. Yeah.
Now Vader just cleans it up.
Pretty much.
What can Thane do here?
Nothing.
Too slight. Focus. Hope to keep the focus to regen the shield. I think that's what's up.
Well, he could too hard, and then
Oh, right, because he's not stressed. He doesn't need to do the green.
yeah, and then he could possibly bump Vader.
Too hard barrel roll,
Yeah, maybe.
It blocks
then-
Vader's too hard.
but then accuracy character.
Yeah.
With that one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but accuracy corrector. Okay. What? Look, accuracy corrector is good against rebels because rebels only have 1 agility.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And a billion shields.
yeah.
Right, but it doesn't matter because 1 agility.
Mm-hmm. Accuracy correctors can be very strong
Oh,
depending
you
on the
target locked, forcing the rear arc.
Forcing that rear arc, yo.
Come on, rock him. Rock him.
Nope.
Rock'em sock'em, nope.
Nope. Hella far.
Vader too good.
Barrel roll, focus.
Barrel into arc.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
You shoot first.
You might just be able to kill him. And even though you're in arc, he's just got to roll lucky,
Yeah.
and then you got to roll bad. Which apparently, bad for you is more than 1 blank, which is absurd.
For green deck?
Well, not in this list,
Yeah.
because, you know.
Add the crit. Spend the focus, add a crit, and that's just dead.
Yep.
That's just dead, because, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
3 versus 1. Or 4 versus 1. Roll the evade, dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Man,
Calling it.
I miss playing Vader.
Jostle takes it down. 100 points to 21. That was pretty brutal.
That was. Yeah.
I mean, this list of Vader's form it's nothing new except for
Except for Swarm Leader.
So
But I think, well, what we said before was right. That Swarm Leader was the punch that this list needs to be playable.
Right.
yeah. That being said, I don't know how it fares up against defenders. Because of the 4Ks and turning back and forth,
Right.
it's too much for Vader and the Tempest to just keep on poking at.
And only 2 dice versus a 3 dice ship like the Defender or Interceptors or,
Right.
or anything with 3 agility. It's if they have a token, the 2 dice attack is just never going to do any damage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is what I think his thinking behind Vader is.
Yeah.
Vader will be the one to take out, to take out those ships, and then whatever else to mop up for the
Which is
Tempest.
possible, yeah.
Yeah.
That's possible. The only argument I see there is, if there's more ships than Vader can handle,
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
or TLTs,
Yeah, that's
because
it.
Vader just kind of dies to
Yeah.
TLTs.
Oh yeah, easy. I remember you were flying 4 TLTs against my Vader. Ugh.
Vader and the Desi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I still
it
have
was-
nightmares about that day.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And over to John's list. I mean, the Hef. I would like to see this list with your Hef slowing down, as opposed to being right in my face.
Yeah.
Exactly where. I
Well,
want
but
the
here's the
bombs.
thing:
I know you were
The-
expecting me to be aggressive.
Well, yeah, no, but the build for Hef here, he wants to be in the middle of everything.
Right.
It's just that initial approach I did was wrong.
Mhm.
So
Probably would have been better like a one straight, the turn you
Yeah.
blasted in, and then the following turn just too hard, and
Yeah.
just be in the middle of everything.
right, exactly.
Because I want to see Jin in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jin
Or-
couldn't really do anything in this game because he was always spending the focus.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you're thinking of what's her face?
No.
From Force Awakens.
Oh,
Jan-
I'm
yeah, not Jan. Jan.
No.
I'm thinking about Jin. Jin
the
Urza.
moldy
No.
crew. Yeah.
No.
Giving focus.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
your buddy. Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm
but
thinking.
she doesn't store focuses.
Yes, she
No.
does.
No.
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 You
That's Ray.
Ray source focus.
Oh.
Ray stores focus.
She
Right,
gives as
right.
many focuses to
As ships in, like,
friendly.
in an arc.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
I
like
was, when I first saw that, I was like, okay, this and Ray. 'Cause
yeah.
all Ray wants is
Mm.
focus.
Oh, all
But
Ray
I
wants
think
really is
I think Ray.
expertise.
Yeah, I know. Expertise.
Can't Ray only store like one at a time or something?
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's still.
Mm.
It's still one at a time, right?
Yeah.
But it's
That's all you really need for Ray
Yeah.
is one focus.
Right.
Besides that, what else else did you like about the Ewing?
The Ewing, I think everything about the Ewing was great.
Mm.
Maybe like you said, try to find some points somewhere to take off to add the intelligent.
Mm.
The Thane I really liked. The Nora was lacking to me just because I feel like with Nora you want the
Need-
reposition.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like the survivability of it,
Mm-hmm.
but if you can't reposition, then
Right, if you can't
Not take
reposition,
shots.
then you're just
Yeah. Yeah, because
Kinda
it's
dead.
just like you're just like a Y-wing without a turret at that point.
yeah,
right.
You just kind of sit in the middle and you just hope that they're not going to shoot at you, but they know where you're going and they're going to shoot at you, and you have one agility,
yeah.
so you
Yeah.
kind of just
So
blow
that's
up after a while.
I wish Vector Thrusters was in Nora instead of Thing.
Thank you, Guilherme and James, for those amazing lists. And as always, thank you guys for watching, tuning in for another Fly Loose. Again, if you want your lists to be flown, you can either submit them underneath in the comments or become a patron and you'll have priority. Facebook, Twitter, lists, all that good stuff, all down below. And don't forget,
Fly loose.
Alright, next.
Oh, your backpack.
Get wrecked.